Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. On the last episode, we helped Dolur Axebeard put the ashes to rest on the cliff of the Pride Mains. Now, they chose to forego the afterlife of Eternal with their god to come back and help the Codain defend against these Rygor pests. And so, it's very important that we did that quest for them. But we're going to go ahead and see what else they want us to do now by talking to them again. And now that you've helped honor the spirits of the fallen, perhaps we can assist them in a more practical way. The sooner our men have laid those Rygor skeletons to rest, the sooner they can rest themselves. Well, I understand that. If you need to kill skeletons, amen. Or how can I help? So I'm going to say amen. I was hoping you'd say that. Perhaps more importantly than killing or re-killing them is keeping the blasted things down. Those necromancers are causing us real headaches. Since when did Rygor orcs practice necromancy? I'd be interested in hearing your plans, headache, or this sounds a little too complicated, goodbye. So I'm going to ask him when they started practicing necromancy. Since now, until recently, we'd never even heard of an orcish necromancer. Shaman, warrior type, certainly, but they'd never been ones to dabble with the dead. I've never heard of it either. Orcs are bad enough as it is. I've heard enough goodbye, so I'm going to say I've never heard of it either. Unfortunately for us, it looks like the orcs have picked up on the technique since becoming isolated on Aerolis. Rack in position that they may have turned the necromancy as a direct response to seeing our Codain brethren return from the afterlife to fight them. What do you think sounds reasonable? I don't want to get involved in this debate, goodbye. So I'm going to say, what do you think? Well, perhaps, or possibly, they have petitioned to one of their darker gods to grant them the ability. Whatever the means, it stinks of an act of desperation. There isn't much opportunity to grow and replenish their ranks without resorting to the raising of their dead. They may be more resourceful than I had imagined. Orcs are deplorable. I don't want to get involved in this debate, goodbye. So I'm going to say the first one. In the end, I don't suppose the reason matters much. There are no depths they won't sink to in order to win this battle. It is what it is, and we have to deal with what is in front of us. How do you propose we deal with them? I can't think of a reason to leave, so... Allow me to explain. The orcs' dark art practitioners have witted cruel necromancy totems out of unusual opal black crystals. They place these totems near piles of their dead. After they're burned, all the flesh from their bones. How do these totems affect the piles of bones? The totems are used to raise the dead, aren't they? I've heard enough. And sure as Brill is my maker, dreadful skeletons rise up out of the piles, ready to fight again. I expect that destroying these totems will slow down the production of the undead. I can do that. That sounds like a plan. This is a temporary solution at best. I'll just go ahead and say I can do that. So, Totem Annihilation. And it's a level 11. You'll get at least 13 silver and 23 copper, and that thing needs to stop popping up. So I'll go ahead and hit accept. I was just telling old Rockbreaker here that you were the one for the job. Head back to the battlefield to the south and look for the totems there, and don't expect the Rygor to let you succeed without putting up a fight. They don't scare me. I'll fight tooth and nail to get the job done. So let's go on and head out here and see if we can find these little totems that they're talking about. Now you can see on the map exactly where they want you to go. I'm guessing it's these little things right here next to this guy that's probably going to attack me as I get closer. But I might be able to reach it. There we go, we got 1 out of 5. Again, these guys have a very small aggro radius, so if you're very careful, you can kind of sneak in, grab the things you need to grab, and get out without a fight. It's not like these guys are too terribly difficult to kill. They are rather low level to me at the moment, so... Go ahead and snag this one if I can. And there we go, I got all 5. And then again it says you always want to check that you want to go back and talk to Dolur Axebeard. Go ahead and see what he has to say. Sure, it will lead to another quest, which could lead to some really nice armor, so let's see. You stench of death upon you. I suppose this means the task of dealing with the totem is complete. Complete as promised. Dirty work, but somebody had to do it. I did as you asked. Thank goodness this foul business is over. So, completed as promised. I suppose we should be thankful that the weather isn't warm here, or you'd really stink very bad. That's not much of a consolation. There's a silver lining in every cloud, eh? So that's going to lead to the next quest. So we're going to go ahead and accept. It's 27 silver, 95 copper. And again, guys, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below, or hit me up in game. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching.